He walked in like any other customer, dusty boots, old jacket, quiet eyes. Just a man looking for a steak. But when the waitress handed him the check, something slipped beneath it. A folded note. 6 words that made the blood drain from his face. That moment changed everything. For him, for the restaurant, for the people who had been suffering in silence. This wasn't just a meal. This was an ambush of truth. And he was about to uncover a rot buried beneath polite smiles and plated food. Fort Smith, Arkansas. A tired Wednesday. The kind of afternoon where nothing much happens. Heat ripples off the pavement, and the hum of slow traffic drowns under the buzz of neon signs in a worn-down strip mall. In the middle of it all, tucked between a liquor store and a payday loan office, sat a steakhouse that had seen better days. One of those places you pass by without a second glance. But today someone was watching. Daniel Whitmore walked through the door, calm and quiet. Worn denim jeans, a jacket that had seen 100 highways, and eyes that scanned every inch of the room like they'd done it 1,000 times before. No one knew him, but they should have. Daniel was the founder of the restaurant chain, Whitmore's Chop House. It had started in Tulsa in '96, built from the ground up with grit, sweat, and the dream of feeding people right. It grew into 17 locations across 5 states. But as the empire grew, Daniel stepped back, trusted others to carry the torch. Now, whispers of trouble had reached him. Falling profits, bad reviews, high turnover. Excuses were plenty. But Daniel didn't want reports. He wanted to see it for himself. So he came in undercover. No announcement. No entourage. Just a man ordering a ribeye medium rare. The host barely looked at him. Table for one? Somewhere quiet, Daniel replied. They sat him at table 7 near the window facing the kitchen. A position that gave him a perfect view. His waitress Jenna showed up with tired eyes and a soft voice. Late 20s. Sharp but guarded. The kind of woman who'd seen enough to know when to stay quiet. The order came. Steak was good. Plate was hot. Kitchen still cared. But the mood? Too quiet. Tense. People walked like they were afraid to make mistakes. And Daniel noticed it all. Then the check came. Jenna refilled his coffee and slipped the receipt beneath the edge of the plate. But there was something else. A folded note. Daniel waited. Then he opened it. 6 words handwritten in blue ink. If you're really who I think you are. His pulse slowed. Not spiked, slowed. She knew. And now everything changed. Across the reflection in the window, he saw her glance. This wasn't about slow service. Or bad management. This was deeper. Darker. Bryce. The manager. Daniel had seen his type. Big guy. Buzz cut. Controlling the floor with silence. Standing by the kitchen, arms crossed, fake clipboard in hand. Daniel stood. Walked to the hall marked restrooms. Bryce noticed. Sir, those are for employees only, he said, stepping in. Daniel didn't flinch. Looking for the manager. That's me. I need a word with my server. Bryce stepped in, voice dropping. You got a complaint, you bring it to me. That's how it works. Daniel locked eyes with him. Then I guess it's time for things to work differently. He found Jenna in the back carrying a crate of lemons. Got your note, he said. She pulled him into the supply closet. He clocks people out early in the system. Pockets cash from the register. One server caught him, gone by the weekend. Why tell me? I worked at your Bentonville spot. You tipped me $100 once for helping a choking guest. You told me I had initiative. I remembered that. Daniel nodded. I needed to see this myself. Well, she said. You're seeing it. That night, Daniel checked into a cheap motel. At 11 p.m. he got a text. Side lot. Dumpster. Come alone. Jenna handed him a key. Locker in the back. Black bag. Second phone inside. He uses it when he thinks no one's watching. Daniel returned the next day. No disguise. Just himself. Locker opened. Black duffel. Burner phone. Rolled cash. Fake logs. He took pictures. Evidence. And then Bryce showed up. You think you're walking out of here like nothing happened? No, Daniel said. I'm walking out as the man who owns this place. Silence. Bryce blinked. Jaw tight. But Daniel had already won. Truth was heavier than any threat. By morning, Glenn, the regional manager who hired Bryce, called. We needed stability, he said. I didn't know. Don't lie. You brought him in to clean up your mess. Daniel demanded resignations. Receipts were in hand. The rot had names now. He handed Jenna an envelope. Offer letter. Full-time. General manager. Fort Smith. You earned it, he said. She blinked. No one's backed me like this. You backed yourself. I just made sure it stuck. She led her first staff meeting the next day. Simple. Honest. No fear. The team exhaled together. Then corporate tried to fight back. Legal letters. Slander accusations. Cease and desist. Daniel dropped the folder on a local reporter's table. Whistleblower waitress. Undercover owner. Rotten management. The story exploded. National news picked it up. Emails flooded in. Staff from other stores shared their pain. Daniel answered every one. Because silence is where rot grows. By the end of the week, Jenna opened her office drawer to find a note. For the day you spoke up. Inside, a $2,000 bonus. A thank you without words. The restaurant transformed. Staff stayed late because they wanted to. New hires felt safe. Customers returned. Not for the steak but for the soul. The CEO showed up. Asked Daniel to come back. Only if we do it right, Daniel said. Back pay. Anonymous reports. Benefits for hourly staff. Written change in every location. It was agreed. Not because Daniel shouted, but because he showed up. Real leadership isn't loud. It listens. It protects. And sometimes it walks in wearing dusty boots and orders a steak. Because change doesn't start at the top.